My name is Walter Scott. I'm currently the CEO of GFI Software.
Mike Triplett, and I'm a managing director at Insight, and I focus mostly on infrastructure software.
I've been the CEO of 3 different Insight companies in the past 8 years. The first one was SMB Software in the SQL Server space. The next one was Acronis, which was in the backup and recovery market. And now I'm with GFI Software, which is a company that's focused on building great software products for SMB companies with 1,000 employees or fewer. Insight and Mike acquired it in May 2005. And the majority of the company was based on this little bitty island in the middle of the Mediterranean called Malta. And since that time, we've opened up operations all over the world. GFI is really the software company for SMB. We focus only on customers that have about 1,000 employees and below, and we build the majority of software that we feel that they'll need to manage their business, and we do that on a global scale.
One of the unique aspects of Insight is that we focus really just on software companies or software-enabled businesses, and so every new company we invest in gets to leverage the experience of our prior companies, and because they're all in the same markets, there's a huge amount of synergy and leverageability that exists there.
I think what set Insight for me is I don't have to teach the software business. I don't have to explain revenue recognition, right? Insight's focused on software. They understand that the software market has certain things where we have to have indicators where we're making investments that won't pay off for 2 to 3 years. Building software is an art. If accounting firms or ERP systems can make multi-billion-dollar companies focus on the SMB, why can't I do it with the infrastructure business? And that's what Mike and I really kind of build together in terms of looking at what those platforms and markets that we're trying to drive, whether that be in how do we address the mail filtering business, how do we address the MSP space, and what are we going to do to control the desktop, and grabbing the antivirus market and looking at asset management and then patch management. The reason why I keep coming back to Insight has to do with the trust. I'm able to do things with my partnership with Insight that I couldn't do on my own. Access to capital, the sourcing of finding other companies to acquire, best practices, leveraging the on-site team. So I've really stayed with that because I have relationships with probably 15 different employees.
I think one of the great things about Walter is he's just very, very energetic and dogmatic about wanting to win, and it's contagious. And his team, you can see it in their eyes and their behavior. And at the end of the day, that's kind of what we're in the business of doing. And Walter definitely brings that leadership to the table and gets everyone in line and drives everyone towards those objectives. And he's had success at 3 separate companies, and not just a little success, just tremendous success. What's great about our relationship is that I think that we can enable each other to be successful, and I think that that's one of the core reasons why we also keep working with one another, because at the end of the day, it's got to be fun.
It's been a really good partnership, but in the end, it's also about having a beer or dinner every time I come through to New York. So it really has been a fun time.